Why is Indian pharma industry so special?
Indian drug manufacturers are capable of manufacturing quality medicines which has efficacy and good quality. And that is why there is growth of pharma industry not only in the domestic market, it is growing internationally and it has become a global industry.
Can you share with us the early chapters of your how you of Alkem, and how did you begin it, and what was the early part of the journey?
You know, I was born in a progressive farmer's family in a village. Uh, my grandfathers in cultivation, in farming for the livelihood. My mother was keen that I should continue in agricultural activities. But my brother picked me up and brought me to Patna to pursue my study. So I did matriculation from Patna Collegiate School with first class 700 marks, and then I went for BA honors in political science. I did first class and MA in political science. I was keen to become a professor. Those days, people were interested either in law or central services, teaching job and all. So in my village or in my estate, there was very little talk about business. But fortunately, my elder brother had done graduation in commerce from in the year 1950 from Gaya College, Gaya. And business was always in his mind. So he wanted me to study science, got me admitted into the best institution, that was Patna Science College, in the year 1956, 57. I was there for 6 months, but came back to Patna College, which was also the best institution for arts. I wanted to pursue the study of arts, and I did, as I said, BA honors and MA in political science from Patna University. In the year 1962, I passed out, I did MA. After that, I joined the teaching profession for a few months, but my brother suggested we should do some business, and in the meanwhile, he also tried his luck in many activities, but ultimately decided that pharma business is the best business. So he started distribution business. You must be remembering. And asked me to join his distribution business in the year 1963. In spite of my unwillingness, I had to join him. After all, I cannot forget the culture of my house, my family. There is sincere advice from the elder brother, I have to do it. So I joined distribution business with him. And our business was one of the best distribution business in Bihar and Nepal. After some time, we decided to go for manufacturing activity. And we started Alkem in the year 1973.
So, and your career was whatever you studied, your educational choices, right? Very different from what you were doing then, right? And you did mention that you took a deviation. You had to actually go against your wishes to join join the business initially with your brother, right? What did you have in mind when you started the business? Did you think that the business will grow to the scale where it's become? My father is a doctor, right? He knows about Alkem, right? He speaks highly about Alkem and the brand and everything. So, did you ever think it will grow to this scale? And your educational choices, has that had an impact on how you done your business and what you're doing?
Very important question you have asked. As I told you, once I accepted to take up business, join business with my brother, and I was in distribution. And then when I came to manufacturing, whether it was distribution or manufacturing of pharmaceutical products, my academic background always helped. As a student also, I was very sincere in my study and very disciplined student. So the knowledge, although I would have been benefited in a better way if I would have studied science, but that doesn't matter. This knowledge was always helpful. And my colleagues who had also excelled in their line were always helping me. We were meeting together in the field. So this knowledge gave me, education gave me lot of confidence and the power of communicating with the people, and with my devotion in the work in manufacturing, it was very, very helpful. One thing was always with me, whether it was a study or this business also, I was choosy and I was very particular about deciding about the company from day one. What should be the name of the company? So, myself, my elder brother, respected Sri Samprada Singh, and we had one friend, Dr. Shiv Shankar Sinha. He was from Calcutta. So when we decided to go for pharma company, we all came to Mumbai, and we were here staying in a hotel, and we were on the job. First item was to name what name we should keep for the company. And it took 2 days for me, in spite of the fact that my brother was losing patience. He was not very happy that I should take so much of time to choose the name of the company which we have to start. I was very keen that we should start the name. Our name of the company should start with A, and it should have some meaning. So 3 of us in the South Mumbai, we went to the Oberoi Hotel. I could see one book stall. So I requested them to come to the book stall, and I requested for a dictionary, and I told the salesman, very honestly, I'm telling you, that, gentlemen, can you give me a book? I have to decide about the name of a pharma company, and I want to see the medical dictionary. He helped me, and he looked into it and suggested, why don't you keep the name of your company from the word alchemy? Alchemy, the process, a chemical which converts, the metal makes gold.
Gold into gold, yeah.
And I was very happy that he suggested that you keep the name of your company Alkem. And our friend Dr. Shiv Shankar Sinha, whom we met later on, as he joined Alkem as a medical director, and even my brother felt very happy about this name. So what I want to say, you can understand how much time and devotion I could give for choosing the name of the company. I was equally keen particular about the logo, about the brand of the company, which can be taken to the doctors, which can be used for the growth of health. So that was in our mind, that whatever we will do, we will manufacture something, we will manufacture medicine for the benefit of the people, particularly of the poor people who live in the villages. So medicine is the best product for that.
Correct.
And really we could sell medicine at an affordable price, and we were very particular about the quality of our product.
Next question is the Indian pharmaceutical industry, right? It is one of the biggest, one of the best pharma industries in the world, Indian pharma, right? This is one question that is asked in every forum we go to. Why is Indian pharma industry so special? For example, during COVID times, we had the best distribution facility in terms of vaccines. We had the best manufacturing capability for vaccines and medicines. So I want to know, what are the strengths of Indian pharma industry that is really setting us apart from the rest of the world?
Indian pharma industry has lot of strengths. The first thing is that Indian drug manufacturers are capable of manufacturing quality medicines which has efficacy and good quality. And that is why there is growth of pharma industry not only in the domestic market, it is growing internationally and it has become a global industry. Secondly, every pharma manufacturer, particularly the major pharma companies, are focusing on R&D, on manufacturing facilities. R&D because pharma there is need of new products, new discovery, new API in the industry, and there is lot of export of pharmaceutical products, formulations as well as domestic API all over the world. Today, value of domestic sale in India is around 44 billion US dollar. And the export is also to the order of 25 billion US dollar. I will give you one example. The export, as far as US is the biggest market in the world. And the export from the India of generic products and other products is the highest in US from India among all the countries. So there is today Indian pharma industry has a big name. It is giving lot of employment. It is not only helping in giving people relief from different kind of disease. It is helping in many ways. And Indian pharma industry has become one of the most admired global industry today.
Yeah. And also we can supply at scale at lower prices compared to rest of the world.
We are competing. Actually, if you see unit-wise, if you see rupee-wise, the value of the pharma industry, India ranking of Indian pharma industry may be 8th or 7th or 9th, but unit-wise, because of the lower price, Indian pharma industry is the third biggest industry in the world.
Wow. Okay, next question, which was sent to you, was what was the historic milestones do you believe that Alkem has had over its journey?
It's a very important question. When we started Alkem, we had to get our products manufactured in the factory with a third party.
Contract manufacturers.
And as I told you, we did not have, though in the beginning we did not have a team of professional people. We had to do everything ourselves. So I was not only involved in recruitment of our salespeople and senior managers, but I was also involved purchasing the raw material and getting the products, our products manufactured in the factory of other pharma companies. We had a keen desire to go for our own pharma unit. And fortunately, we could get a good location like Taloja Panvel Industrial Estate. So it was not very far off, although the land was very costly, but we could manage to get 5 acres of land. In the beginning, it was not 5 acres, but later on we purchased some more land. And we set up our first unit at Taloja, our own factory, which was a big help to our company. Because of our own manufacturing facility, we were in a position to give on very prompt supply and quality products to our retailers, stockists, and finally to the consumers. So this was the first milestone. This was in 1978. I would say I will come to the second milestone. As there are many milestones, but I will enumerate a few. We started our company with 2 products or 3 products. They were Brodicelline, Metron, and one hematinic product, Farsi. Doctors wanted some more products. And fortunately, we succeeded in getting we could manufacture Taxim injection.
Of course.
And it was so effective in curing for the control of infections and all. So we got a big support and admiration from medical profession for this brand. And I would say, and because of their support, this product could become 1,000 million rupees product.
Yeah.
100 crores.
Yeah.
So this was also, that gave us confidence. I remember when we started the company, it was difficult to get a sale of 1 crore. One of the stockists of Patna asked me after 2 years, Mr. B.N. Singh, when you will have a sale of 5 crores? It was a difficult question to answer. But when we could see a sale of 100 crores, because of Taksim and all, I consider this was a milestone. In a similar way, when we went for set up some other factories, because of financial incentive announced by Government of India, if the factories are set up in Daman, Goa, Diu, Himachal, a particular incentive will be given to the pharma companies, income tax benefits. And we took the advantage of that. So the second plant we started at Daman. We kept on purchasing more land, and 2-3 factories we set up at Daman. And from there we started manufacturing our products for domestic market, as well as we also started doing export, getting orders for international business. And naturally, our products were appreciated. So I would say, and then we set up another plant 2-3 years at Himachal. So these were all milestones because the products from these plants were helpful in improving our profitability of the company. And finally, we worked hard and decided to, seeing the growth of Alkem, all of us decided to go and to make Alkem a public listed company.
That's a big idea.
Which we did in the year 2015.
Yeah.
That was really a great milestone. I say milestone because after becoming a listed company, we had to be very disciplined. We had to work very hard to compete and show our performance. Our performance was always visible. So I consider it as a milestone.
Next question is, could you reflect on certain moments of adversity or challenges that you faced during your career building Alkem? So many, I guess.
You see, in business, there will be always adversity. But I tell you,
Elon Musk कह रहा था, entrepreneur is like somebody who looks at abyss on the ground and eating glass.
I tell you, I say that I always accepted liked adversity because in business or in any profession, if you want to grow at a high rate, you have to face. I can give you the example also. Because of Mr. Datta Samant, there was a problem at our Taloja plant. Late Dr. Datta Samant. Everybody has heard about him. He was a very renowned union leader. So he wanted to enter our Taloja plant. And we decided, myself and my elder brother, that at any cost, we will not allow Dr. Datta Samant to enter our factory and take our workers for forming the union. It was a big fight. Every week I was going to our Taloja plant. And when I was there, some of the workers were shouting slogans like this and that and all. They wanted us to recognize union led by Dr. Datta Samant. But it did not allow Dr. Datta Samant to do this. Our medicines worth ₹5-6 crores destroyed, were thrown away. We had a loss of 5-6 crores, more than that. But we were firm, talking to our people. We were telling that you are alchemites. How can you go to the other camp? So this is one of the examples I can give you. Even the owner of the renowned auto car company, Fiat, he had become a victim and he had accepted Datta Samant, and he was a big fear in Bombay those days.
Got it.
But we were successful in solving this situation.
Got it.
What I want to say that by nature, I want to face challenges, and God has helped me to find out the solution and go forward.
मुझे एक बात पूछना था Maybe I'm a very small entrepreneur, but I want to get an advice for other young entrepreneurs, right?
Jawab denge.
So entrepreneur's life is more, we get to meet all the bad problems. When a success comes, we can't go behind success because we are destined to do all the small and all the bad challenges, everything, we have to face it, right? So it is not as easy as it looks from outside, right? What are your thoughts on that as an entrepreneur? Because you cannot, even if you become successful one day, next day we have to wake up and continue to do it. Even if you fail next day, you still have to take your next step forward, right? So what are your thoughts on that? Being an entrepreneur, is it difficult? Is it worth it, taking all the challenges? It's not easy, right? It is very famous that your life is like a tip of the iceberg. People see the success, but lot of hard work, grit, sacrifice, challenges, वो सब पानी के नीचे है, iceberg के नीचे. So what are your thoughts on that?
No, that I agree with you. That that happens because for a big success, you have to have some sacrifices.
Yeah.
If you see the history of entrepreneurs or in politicians, the Nobel Prize winners, so everywhere people have to make sacrifices. But I feel about my own life that for me, the happiness I get in success of Alkem. And believe me, I have the happiest moment. I am always very happy in the company of alchemites. Earlier, I was going for the sales meetings to different parts of the country. Earlier, I was going to London, some other countries, when our alchemites were going for award functions. I was meeting them, and I was really feeling so happy in their company, in the company of their family. And I was always assuring them that your happiness, your growth, your prosperity will depend on Alchem's growth and Alchem's success, Alchem's prosperity.
Amazing.
And this has happened in our company.
Amazing.
I assure you.
Okay. Next thing is, can you share a bit about your philanthropy and philanthropy, charity?
Yeah.
Could you share some more light on that?
I got you.
Yeah.
Certainly, I will tell you. I don't want to talk much about it.
Yeah.
But that is in my blood.
Yeah.
Philanthropy to help others is in our blood, in the family. I remember when I was studying in school, in my house, my grandmother was always keen. She came to know that some guests have come in somebody's house for seeing a boy, for the marriage, or for some other purpose. She was sending milk or some grains just to help.
From that early days.
This is a small thing, but I just want to give you the example. My family members were very happy when my mother was giving some good food to our laborers, who were working in the farm. And on some occasions, if some puri, bhanji, some pudding, where some good eatables were given to them on certain occasions, which was not done in my village. People had a feeling that why in this house of Samprada Singh and B.N. Singh, Basudev's house, my first name is Basudeo, they are very extravagant. But that was the nature of my grandmother, that was the nature of my mother and my grandfather also. Do something for others. So even now, today, we are always keen to help people as far as possible. And luckily, we have a provision also. We have a CSR. That scheme of the government is very helpful. 2% of your profit has to be spent as CSR. But what is important is there are people in the industry who are using this money to construct a big college, school in the name of the family, or do hospital even in the name of the family. So far, most of the money of this CSR we are spending on for cancer patients. Believe me, And how we are doing it? We have made a plan to spend 100 crores. Out of that, we have already spent 30 crores for cancer patients through Tata Memorial Hospital. And in this room here, the director of Tata, Dr. Badwe, and the associate director, Dr. Pankaj Chaturvedi, both of them came. And we, the directors of Alkem, we had a very detailed meeting, and we told them there's 100 crores we allot to you, detection center and other machines to be installed for the cancer patients. Only condition we have kept is that this has to be done in SK Sri Krishna Medical College at Muzaffarpur in Bihar, in our state. Since I come from Bihar, that condition we had kept. And you believe me, this program is going on, and our Honorable Prime Minister is coming in the month of February to Muzaffarpur to inaugurate that arrangement.
Nice.
So we have decided that we should do whatever possible. We must do as much as we can for the cancer patients.
Amazing. Amazing. I want to,
and otherwise also, apart from this, we are also spending money wherever we have our factories nearby in those tribal areas or poor areas. We have helped in setting up of schools, particularly for making drinking water available, for setting up of small hospitals.
Amazing. For the community. Last two questions. A question isme nahi tha, but one thing I want to, you have seen the entrepreneurship or the India ka economy ka jo growth hai, you have seen it over the last so many years, the way we have grown, right? And abhi to mera company bhi 2012 mein hi shuru kiya hai. Us time pe GDP 1.8 trillion tha. Now abhi to 3.3 trillion ho gaya. Almost 90% growth ho gaya over the last 10, 11 years. What is your advice to Indian smart brains, minds who are outside of India or people who are studying? What is your advice to them about India? What according to you is the future of India, and should they all come back to India and build their business here? I mean, what is your advice to them?
I feel very proud to say that India is one of the best countries in the world in terms of economic growth, in terms of growth in every side, in sports also.
Correct.
You are seeing, you are seeing this.
Yes.
And now our Prime Minister is telling that by the year probably
2040.
Yes.
Man in the moon. Chandra.
Our people have to go to the moon.
Yeah.
So we can talk about every sphere. India's growth is always there. I remember there was those days when we were saying how people should go to London for a study, people should go to Australia and other countries for a study, Indians should go to US. Well, that is okay. I appreciate it. But India's position is far better than any country you talk about, even in terms of improvement in education, scientific growth, pharmaceutical growth, economies growth. And I feel that today the growth is the highest, 6.5. Any country in the world is not competing with us in the growth. So I would like to compliment the Honorable Prime Minister and his team, and even our Indians, our nationalist Indian people, working very hard and contributing to the growth of India. And today, India is the fifth country in economic growth. India is the fifth country, you see. And after a couple of years, India will be the third country in economic growth. There is no doubt about it. So the future of India is very, very bright.
Yeah. And what will be your final advice on family businesses who are thinking about getting their next generation to coming into their business, young entrepreneurs, family business and so on? What is your advice in terms of next and next generation?
To anybody,
yeah.
No, that I will always suggest that people should come in business. And we are seeing the kind of startups.
Correct.
How many businesses are coming every day? People are going for startups and doing very, very well. So I will say that today India's future will depend on the growth, capability, and performance of the young people. India will become a country of young people.
Correct.
You see, and they should excel. My advice will be that whatever profession the young people will choose, they have to excel in their chosen profession. And I will always advise them to go for business. I will always advise them to go for their small startups and all, and work hard and contribute to the growth of the Indian economy.
What are your hobbies? Do you read? What do you like doing?
Health is very important. So I spend at least 1 hour every day on walking, doing yoga, and some physical activity. So morning time goes in that way. Then I prepare of course, my hobby is that I must go through the newspaper. I subscribe, I get 4 or 5 newspapers in my house, and some of them I will have a look and see what are the important news. Then come to the office, I spend time here, go back, and in the evening, of course, I try to spend some time with some very few friends of my age. Sometimes I go to temple also, families of religious background. I don't have other activities. And I love to go through some books. You know, that also, if these are management books,
Yeah.
or some religious books.
Nice. Thank you very much. I think that I have asked all my questions.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.